I mean, that's literally all you have to do, though. Sit there each week and think of 7 things to talk about. I've got actual work to get on with, Rob. Emails, meetings. I've got spreadsheets coming out of my ears. I don't know how to do spreadsheets. I don't have time to be in here filming intro skits where I'm disproportionately angry for some reason, just because you've run out of ideas.
Well, what do you think I should do then?
Anything! Beards! Sheep! The 7 best toilet seats in games. Whatever you want, just don't do it on
water. It covers 71% of the Earth's surface, makes up 60% of the human body, and is responsible for approximately 83% of my enjoyment of video game graphics.
I love how it ripples, how it sounds, how it deforms when you go in it, how you can see underneath it, the way the light plays on the surface.
I like video game water so much that yes, I am about to devote an entire Friday feature to it for the 3rd time in my career. You can't stop me because you're there and I'm here. The universe can't stop me because that's not how things work. And most importantly, Dave can't stop me because he's in an important meeting now.
Here are 7 times you stared at water graphics instead of actually playing the game. And so did I.
Our first entry is one that may surprise you, No Man's Sky. Now, if you come to this having not played since its original release in 2016, you're not going to know what's hit you. Probably what's hit you is an enormous wave, courtesy of No Man's Sky's Worlds expansion, boasting an enormous overhaul of the game's visuals, notably the environmental detail.
Which means more diverse planets, better clouds, and yes, vastly improved water graphics.
When I heard this, it was like someone had sent up the bat signal in a world where I was Batman, and Batman was an early middle-aged gamer dedicated to delivering not vigilante justice, but instead hot takes on all the best video game water graphics.
I'm not quite sure I understand where you're going with this analogy.
And you'll never have to.
Get back to your meeting, Dave. Anyway, the water graphics in No Man's Sky are enormous and awe-inspiring. They're heavily stylized. There's a 70s sci-fi novel vibrancy to the colors and texture of this water that pressure hoses any expectation of realism into the gutter. But much like those pastel-hued front covers of yesteryear, the water graphics of No Man's Sky evoke a sense of wide-eyed wonder, punching through the atmosphere of some distant ringed planet to discover its surface is one of rolling 50-foot waves, bestows upon you that thrilling sense of helpless insignificance that's the calling card of all the very best sci-fi.
And if you play it in VR, you can just stand on a small spit of land and look up at these towering walls of water. Just imagine.
Are there actual worlds out there like this? How tall was the biggest ever wave in the universe? Is this even a good idea for a Friday feature? Our second entry will see you not just looking at water, but playing with it, poking it, squeezing it, swimming in it, and leaping in and out of it too. Even without the glorious water, Astro Bot is a 30-hour smile.
Which sounds a bit like the name of a Raymond Chandler novel, but no, you will literally just be doing this the entire time you play it. Or they're less creepy and more actual joy.
But the joyous playfulness with which this game treats its H2O means I have to include it on this list. On the surface, this is beautiful stuff. The level 3 Big Brother in particular, treating you to a paradise of turquoise shallows. But it's the water physics that properly astound.
The level bathhouse battle is genuinely one of the best platforming sequences I've ever played. And it's all because of the water.
It's that classic platforming trick. You get a power-up that lets you toggle between big and small, and so you puzzle and punch your way through, shrinking and expanding as you do. But you're a sponge, absorbing water to grow and wringing it out to shrink, using it as a weapon to extinguish evil flames, or as puzzle matter when seesawing bamboo flutes with liquid weight.
As with everything in Astro Bot, this level is just a sensory delight. You know, I felt like an actual kid playing in the bath with a sponge and a plastic whale and my dismembered doll's head with the eye sockets missing. Did you have a dismembered doll's head? You know, you put it in the water and all the water would go in, and you turn it that way and all the water would be spilling out of its empty eye sockets like it was weeping. You do the voice with, oh, I'm there, please.
The hose in Trunk of Funk is brilliant as well. You can jet wash this guy's face for ages and he doesn't stop singing. He just takes it. And you get to watch the amazing physics as the water rolls off his face and onto the floor below. Fantastic. The third time you stared at water graphics instead of playing the game was in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and don't pretend you didn't. Now, this isn't a game full of waterfalls and rapids and fantasy oceans, more bogs and stagnant lakes and puddles and rain. This is Middle Ages Europe at its muddy, modest best. An authentic patchwork of farmland, forests, meadows, all overgrown thickets and dusty footpaths, the tang of wood smoke, the hum of insects.
It's late spring as I'm writing this. My hay fever is playing up, and to be honest, I kind of want to sneeze just looking at this game.
It's wonderfully real, especially the grubby green of the water, the kind you'd like to go wild swimming in if it wasn't for the violent cocktail of bacteria already breaststroking all over the place. But it's okay, because in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, I will happily pass 20 minutes or so just sitting on the bank, having a big old peasanty think about taverns and groschen and fist fights and dice.
The water in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is made for contemplation, for reflection.
Of the sun and of your threadbare existence. Bonus points to Warhorse's medieval epic for the best rainstorms I've ever enjoyed in a game. Seriously, if you're lucky enough to get a thunderstorm, just sit down and let it roll over you. Look how the rain freckles the lake surface. Keep your levelling up and your dialogue trees. This, for me, is role-playing.
Yes, I'm a man who likes sitting down quietly by water, role-playing a man who likes sitting down quietly by water. You know, hair, 0, beard, 5, all the skill points into wistful navel gazing.
Entry 4, Kayak VR Mirage on PlayStation VR 2 is just the most miraculously wonderful water I've ever seen in a video game, made even more tantalisingly immersive by the fact it feels like you're sitting in a kayak inches above it.
You can put your face in it, under it, and have a look at the bottom of the sea and see all of the fish and the crabs going about their day.
Oh, it's wonderful. I love that there's not really any point to this game other than drifting through gorgeous digital nature. From this Arctic meltwater in Norway complete with penguins and the occasional orca, to this sunbathed slice of Costa Rican paradise, Kayak VR is like a video game massage. No baddies to kill, no side quests to worry about, just a leisurely glide through wet, watery beauty.
There are secrets to discover, you know, a shipwreck, sharks, a pod of dolphins, but you don't have to do any of that if you don't want to.
There's real depth to this water as well, a perspective only afforded by the immersion of VR. The way the light ripples into the depths as you peer below the surface, prompting the occasional pleasurable tingle of thalassophobia. There's you, of fleshy insignificance, bobbing up and down above the enormous dark, the winking light pearls of the surface, a siren call to the void below. A video game experience to humble your soul.
And your arms. Flippin' heck.
The fifth time you just looked at the water graphics for ages, no, you did, not me, is in The Last of Us Part 2, which has stellar water graphics throughout. Brilliant rivers and puddles and atmospheric flooded sewers with goodness knows what growing in them. But the bit that tips it onto this list for me is towards the end of Ellie's first playable section, where you're heading towards the aquarium on a boat. A storm is rolling in and the churning, foaming, angry waves start battering you.
I like good water. I really like good water that's used to create an atmosphere and tell a story.
I mean, it doesn't take a psychology professor to work out what Naughty Dog is going for here. The restless storm, a mirror of Ellie's emotional state. She's beaten down, vengeful and violent, but the effect is no less chilling. Ellie doesn't flinch, the motor thrums into life, and she points it into the torrent, her tunnel vision cutting through the howls of both weather and other things.
The water. Just look at the water.
Naughty Dog always brings their A-game when it comes to H2O. The startling cargo ship set piece in Uncharted 3 always springs to mind. But this is unparalleled. The foam, the lightning, the booming sound of it all. A staggering depiction of the raw power of nature. Our penultimate entry this week is... oh my god, I can't cope with this.
It's the 6th entry. I'm running out of ways to say, oh, nice water, to be honest. And besides, Oblivion Remastered doesn't need me to do its talking. So what I'm going to do is that thing where I just show a montage of nice gameplay and shut up for a minute.
Thing where he makes a joke about not writing an entry instead of actually writing an entry.
I can say some things about the water in Oblivion Remastered, like, oh, and oh, and also.
Okay, final entry. Now, these videos aren't about ranking things. I'm not here to say a certain thing is my favourite, but when it comes to the water graphics in Horizon Forbidden West, in my opinion, there is no equal.
Even after all of these years, I cannot get over how obscenely beautiful this game is.
Even the main menu is at it. Look at that! 4K sand grains in the foreground, perfectly rendered wave lapping at the shore in the background. And then you get to the game itself. Oh, just look at that.
Gorilla has nailed all of the waters. Lakes.
These serene expanses of mirror still water reflecting clouds and mountains, curling and bubbling around Aloy as she slips beneath the surface. The light underneath as well, the way it diffuses. You know, it's so realistic it almost makes my ears pop.
Rivers.
The gurgle, the swirl, the white-capped leap over knuckles of rock. The slosh as you wade through.
Shallows.
The Maldives has got nothing on this. I mean, the apocalypse is obviously a bad thing, but it's done wonders for the water quality. Look at the clarity of that. The leopard spot patterns of light swaying on the sea floor.
And waves.
I love looking at waves on a beach, in real life and in Horizon Forbidden West. There's something mesmerizing about them. This meeting point of two separate planes of existence. This small, gentle overlap marking the boundary between the above and the below. These waves are properly brilliant. I would happily hop over them in bare feet and run away giggling when the water's too cold.
I would absolutely holiday here, even with all of the big amphibious killing machines swimming around and shooting lasers at you and stuff.
And there you have it, 7 times you stared at water graphics instead of playing the game. What do you like? Naturally, these are my picks based on the games I know and like best, but if you've played something with amazing water graphics I haven't mentioned, please let me know in the comments, because I want to sample them all. Give this video a like if you've enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell for more videos like this every Friday. Thanks for watching, and see you next week.
PlayStation